chat or text me. Go first to Jody Demling.
Hey, Mike, it's Jody Dimling with Cardinal Authority. Can you just kind of go over what your first month has been like and on campus? How have you adjusted, and what have the workouts been like with you guys?
My first month has been pretty good. You know, it's a big jump from going from high school to college. The workouts, they've been good. I've been getting adjusted to the weight room, getting used to the workouts on the court. So I would say my first month went pretty well. But other than that, I've just been really enjoying my teammates, the staff, the coaches, just getting used to being here with all the guys, getting acclimated and stuff. It's been a good time.
Go to Michael and then Matt.
Hey, Michael McCammon, Cardinal Authority. Good to chat with you. You mentioned that it's been a big adjustment. With that, how do you view your role as a freshman coming into this team? You know, do you look for becoming a significant impact, or what? How do you visualize your role this year?
Of course, I visualize myself having a big impact, having a significant impact. But all that stuff comes with how I do in practice, how I do in the weight room, how I take care of myself. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff will play out on my work. So if I continue doing what I'm doing, continue impressing the coaches, continue playing well in practice, doing what I'm supposed to do, and taking care of business, I see myself having a good year, having a good impact this year.
Matt?
Hey, Mike. Matt McGavick with Sports Illustrated. You mentioned how the transition to Louisville's been going pretty well. Was there a little bit of a culture, not really a culture shock per se, but was there a little bit of a transition period once you first arrive on campus, like getting used to a D1 setting as opposed to high school?
Yeah. So you were saying, like, how is it different from high school? Like D1 is different from high school?
Yeah. How long did it take for you to get that transition down, or is that still a work in progress?
I say I got it pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? You got to get it pretty quick if you want to do well. Just like the main thing for me was being on schedule, having a planned out day was different for me. You know, in high school, you would just wake up, go to school, maybe get shots up in the morning and go to practice, you'd be done. On the D1 level, you got to plan time where you got to be there, get stretched out before the workout, make sure you get something to eat. And after that morning workout, you got another workout that's at a planned time, and you got to be ready for that. And then we got stuff outside of just like the gym and stuff like yoga and stuff, just different stuff added to the day. You know what I'm saying? That's been different. But I say I grabbed onto it pretty quick, and I got acclimated pretty quick. I say I'm doing pretty good with that.
Go back to Michael and then to Tim.
And Mike, how would you describe what practices are like? We've heard from a number of the guys. It's been up tempo, quick pace. How would you describe what it's like when you guys are practicing and working together?
Yeah, it's very intense. Just like the other guy said, it's a quick tempo, very fast tempo. We're getting up and down the floor a lot, majority of the practice and just playing, you know what I'm saying? I really enjoy it. It's kind of what I'm used to in high school back at Oak Ridge. So I'm pretty used to how we getting up and down and stuff, but it's been different. And something to get used to, but it's been very up tempo, very fast, just a lot of playing, like 5-on-5 stuff.
Tim?
Yes, Mike. Tim Sullivan with the Courier-Journal. Spoke to Coach Mack earlier today, and one of the things he emphasized was your versatility and how he thought you could guard virtually any player except maybe a big center. What do you see as your positional role on this team? Where are you most comfortable right now, and what options do you think you provide?
I see myself as a wing guard. You know what I'm saying? I can guard 1 through 4, and you know I'm pretty versatile on the offensive end, so he can move me around anywhere from that 1 through 4 position if need be, and that's how we've been playing. Like the 1 through 4 on our offense is like pretty interchangeable. Everybody can move to different spots and stuff. So I feel like I fit in pretty well with that, with my versatility. And on the defensive end, you know, again, like I said, I feel like I guard 1 through 4. And I'm pretty versatile on that end too. So I feel like I've been doing pretty good with that. I fit in pretty well.
I think you're listed at 6'6", 195. Is that weight accurate? And do you need to put on a little more to be competitive?
Man, Coach Kettler has got me. He's put me to work. I'm 6'6", 215 now.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
We'll go to Gary and then Jody.
Yeah, Gary Graves from the AP. What was your impression of ACC basketball before you got here? I mean, what's your familiarity with it, especially growing up in SEC territory?
ACC basketball to me was the best conference in the country for basketball. You got Duke, North Carolina, Louisville, UNC. Yeah, I said North Carolina. Florida State, Virginia, all those big-time schools. So to me, it was the best conference to play in. I'm glad I'm in the conference, and I get to play against some of the best teams in the country and the best players in the country. I feel like in this conference, you'll go up against a pro every night. So if you get to prove yourself against those type of players, why not come play in this conference?
Yeah. How do you feel like, as a follow-up, how do you feel like you have to tailor your game toward the ACC style?
It's a lot of big athletic guys who can shoot the ball, guys who can drive. So I feel like me being 6'6", 215, if I shoot the ball pretty well, I'm pretty athletic for my size. I feel like I fit well in this conference. But in this conference, you got to be able to shoot, dribble, just be very skilled and athletic as well. There's trees down there as well.
Jody and then Matt.
Hey, Mike, it's Jody Dimling again. I was going to ask about leadership, but you said 195 to 215 in less than a month. What's Coach Kettler what's he been feeding you, or is it mostly muscle? And have you changed your diet at all to pick up that weight, or is it mostly muscle?
It's been mostly muscle. I came in at 208, so that 195 was like that was like a whole weight for me. So I've gained by probably around 6-7 pounds. Excuse me. But for me, Ket told me from day one, he said I got a pretty good body coming in. I was already lifting before I came in, so I was in pretty good shape. So he just said he just wanted me to tone and add more muscle and get stronger. That's what I've been doing. So just listening to him in the weight room and doing what I'm supposed to do. Eating right, of course. That's what I've been up to. I gained 6-7 pounds since I've been here.
And as a follow-up, you were talking about the team earlier. As a younger guy, what's the leadership like on this team? And I assume Malik is one of those guys who's a leader. What is the leadership like right now as you guys go through these summer workouts?
We have multiple leaders. You got Malik, Jared, even like Jalen Withers, Samuel Williamson, some of the older returning guys, and even like guys transferring like Noah Locke. I just try to take in as much as possible from those guys because they've been there, they've played already. Some of them are seniors and juniors, so they've been through it all. I just try to soak up everything they tell me, listen, and just be a sponge to everything, you know what I'm saying, from them to the coaches. We got a whole bunch of leaders on this team, and I feel like that would be important for us in the season, just not having one guy, multiple guys who lead, and just are important to us for this team.
Matt.
Hey, Mike, Matt again. Well, we've talked to a few other players already, and all of them have said that they're around a great group of guys. What's your experience been like around your new teammates, and what's the atmosphere like?
It's great. It's great. From day one, when we first stepped on campus, we all just gelled as a team. It's not one odd man out. We do everything together. We go out to eat together. We work out together. No matter what we do it as a team. And that's why I like, being a part of a culture like that and just being a part of a team where everybody gets along and the chemistry is on point. And obviously, transition to the court when we start playing, you'll see that as well. Everybody trusts one another. the chemistry, like just our bond just grows as we play.
And as a quick follow-up, so far in practice, who stood out the most to you?
Stood out the most to me? I wouldn't say one person. I feel like we all been doing good, so I wouldn't just like try to point out one person. We all been making our leaps and jumps in practice and doing good.
Back to Tim.
Yeah, it looks like most of the schools that were in the hunt for you were SEC and ACC, but I don't see a lot of the Florida schools listed. Did they not show as much interest, or were you just eager to get away from home?
They didn't show much interest. You know what I'm saying? I didn't receive offers from like the biggest schools like Florida, Florida State. I think the only like Power 5 school, well, not Power 5 school, like big time school that offered me from Florida was USF. So I don't know what that was. Yeah, I guess they didn't rock with me, but you know, we'll see those guys on the schedule. Miami and Florida State will. Oh, shoot. I think it.
It's good. Yeah.
You still see me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As a follow-up that's unrelated, Coach Mack was saying you were the last player picked.
Hold on 1 second. We're going to hold on 1 second. We'll get him back just a moment.
All right.
Had a little malfunction over here. We're going to finish him up real quick on my computer here, so give us just a moment. Okay, Tim, if you want to repeat your question now.
Yeah. Hey, Mike. Coach Mack was saying that you were the last player picked in the softball draft, but that you had a pretty good attitude about it. What explains that? Are you not a softball player?
Yeah, I'm not a softball player, but by a mile, I was not the worst player out there. Like we had a practice, and I'm not gonna throw any names out there. You know what? I am gonna throw names out there. Noah Locke and JJ Trainer were by far worse than me. But I think it was like a little senior prank or something they was doing, like Malik and Jared. They was playing a prank with me, thought it would be funny to pick me last. Like they picked up they picked up Ross. He wasn't even out there. He didn't even come to the practice. And he's never played baseball in his life. Like, how do you pick him over me? Like, I don't understand that. But I guess it was just a little joke. But, you know, I'm going to get my work in. I'm going to get my practice in. And, I'll be ready July 19th. It's July 19th, right? July 19th for the game. I'm by far not the worst player, though. Like, some of those dudes couldn't even hit the ball.
Thanks.
All right, everybody. I think that'll finish us up for today. Thanks for joining us. Mike, thanks for joining us as well.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you.